everybody, it's Jasmine. Now today I wanted to do a little bit of a different video. Now, as most of you guys know, every single time I love an item, it always gets discontinued. It's just the worst curse anyone could ever have because I love products, and when I love something, I want to stick with it, but unfortunately, sometimes that just can't happen. So today I want to talk about items that I want to revive from the dead. If the brand just so happens to see this, then great. But if you are also able to find this online via a seller or anything like that, this is definitely something I want you guys to pick up too. So let's go ahead and start off with the lip products because I feel like it is so hard for me to find a nude lip that's warm enough and that will complement me. And also it's really hard for me to find a lip balm that's really nourishing as well. So I have 5 lip products to talk about. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is something that everyone is talking about right now, and that is the Old Bite Beauty Agave Lip Balm. I don't know why they discontinued something that was so amazing. It has like the best sticky, thick texture, and I know to some people that doesn't sound good, but it literally just adheres to the lips, it sticks onto the lips, and the new formula, not only is it more slippery, but it also tastes horrible. The old one like barely had any taste. This one has like a strong floral flavor to it, and it's just not it for me. It just doesn't do my lips any justice, and unfortunately it is a waste of money. So I'm glad I got the small little trial size just to try it out, because I would be so disappointed if I had this in the big size. The next item is another Bite Beauty product. Now they recently announced that they are discontinuing the entire Amuse Bouche line, and I feel like that is the worst news ever because that lipstick line is the best. It's so hydrating, the lipsticks are full pigment, and you just had a wide range of colors. Now before they announced this, they actually discontinued one of my favorite shades in the line, which was the shade Enoki. And this is like the perfect light, warm, olive undertone nude. So freaking amazing. It leaves the lips looking so luscious and plump, and I actually have an entire video talking about my favorite nude lip products, and I mentioned this and I also swatched it in that video. But it just disheartens me to hear that all of my favorite nudes just get discontinued, just like my MAC Naturally Transformed. This lipstick is my holy grail lipstick. I cannot believe MAC discontinued this. It's just, again, it's that warm olive nude, and look at how much I have. I'm lucky enough to have 2 on backup right now, and in that same try on video for my lipsticks, I did try on both of these for you guys so you guys could see what they look like on me. But these colors are so amazing, and it's so hard to find someone selling it online. It's just that perfect warm yellow olive nude, and no one makes it in such a light tone. It's just sad that it's gone. Another item that I found out that just got discontinued was my all-time favorite lip liner. This is by BH Cosmetics. This is their waterproof lip liner in the shade Nude. Now this shade in particular goes out of stock pretty fast as is. So when it was out of stock on their website, I didn't really think twice about it. I was like, okay, cool, I'm just gonna wait until it's back. And it never came back. And it's actually off of their website. So it's kind of terrifying because I don't have a backup, and this is all that I have left of this, and it's really tough for me to digest because this was the perfect lip liner underneath any of my lipsticks because it just helped the other colors last on a lot longer. It is waterproof, it's also food proof, and I love it because it just lasts on the lips so long. It doesn't dry out the lips, but it just offers full pigment, and it's just such a good base for the lipsticks. I don't know, man. I'm just really sad, like they really had to do that to me. I'm pretty shocked about the last lip product because I never expected it to get discontinued so fast. I actually just got this in PR like a year ago, and this is the Covergirl Major Shade Liquid Lipstick in the shade Cakewalk. It's all rubbed off. This is one of my favorite liquid lipsticks in that warm nude color, and I was just so sad to hear that no one can find it online or in stores. So I'm just going to say that it's been discontinued, but If you haven't tried the Covergirl liquid lipsticks just in general, try them. It's a beautiful, lightweight, soft formula. You don't feel it on the lips once it's set. It just feels like velvet on the lips. It doesn't feel drying, and it lasts a pretty sufficient amount of time. It's not the longest wearing, but then again, it's not the driest. So you do have to reapply every couple of hours, but I'm cool with that. Let's go on into skincare. Now, the first one that I want to talk about is by The Body Shop. This is their Vitamin E Essence Lotion. This is one of my favorite items because it just helps the skin just attract so much moisture back into it. If you are dehydrated, if you are dry, if you are suffering from acne, you'll really, really like this. But it's discontinued. They still have their vitamin E line available. It's just that they discontinued this singular item, which does not make sense to me. It's just like, why would you still have the entire line but only discontinue one, and the one just so happens to be my favorite? It just doesn't make sense. But this is beautiful because it's enriched with vitamin E. It's going to just keep in that moisture, and it's also going to make your skin moisturize for 48 hours, which I think is insane. So if you are just looking for something really hydrating, look into this line. Unfortunately, this product alone is discontinued, but I know that the rest of their items are also great as well. To wrap up the skincare portion of this video, we're gonna talk about a face mask. Now, this face mask holds a very special place in my heart. I only use it whenever I have breakouts, and I swear to God, it literally just makes my skin clear up overnight. This is the Nlight Superface Clay Time Treatment Mask, and this is one of the best charcoal mask and clay mask I have ever tried in my entire life. And I am honestly leaning towards the assumption that this may not even be a brand anymore. I tried Googling it, I tried Googling the product. This used to be sold at CVS, but since then they've been kicked out of CVS. I've tried to look online, and it just seems like people are just reselling it. So I don't know what's up with that. If you guys know what's going on, let me know. But unfortunately, this is another holy grail item of mine, and I'm just holding on to dear life with this product because it is so amazing. So if you ever come across this, again, in like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, if you want to get it on Amazon or eBay, definitely try it out. It's a pretty affordable mask. I think people are selling this around $10 to $20, which is the normal price of this mask. Let's go on into the eye makeup. Now I want to talk quickly about an eyeliner. Now I do use an app called My Looking Glass, and I've been using it for about, I want to say maybe 2 years or maybe more than that. It's a place where makeup artists, enthusiasts, junkies just all come together and share our looks. Now, when I first discovered this app, they actually reached out to me and they sent me a small goodie bag of makeup that they were selling. And they actually used to sell these long-wearing Kohl liners. They had a black one and a brown one, and they are so amazing. They don't make these anymore, but this formula is so creamy, but it lasts all day in the waterline, and you don't even have to set it. I really like these, and if anyone on the team is watching, please bring these back. I will buy 5. If you've been here for any length of time, you guys have probably already heard my spiel on the Anastasia eyeshadow formulas. I talked about how I love the old formula way more than the newer formula, and it's because they were hand pressed in the past. Now, their old eyeshadow palettes were amazing, and they still are amazing even though they're definitely old and definitely expired. Now, I'm specifically talking about the Artist palette and the Shadow Couture palette. These are so amazing. This one in particular, the Shadow Couture palette, this color scheme is top tier. This is a top-notch palette. If Anastasia can just bring this back, oh, I would buy 5. Oh yes, look at this. You get like the perfect amount of nudes, but then you also get a good amount of shimmers in here. Now, this has been used and abused, and I remember I was hitting pan on almost all of the shades, so I started to not use the palette because I was so scared, because it was limited edition, and I was so scared that I wasn't able to get it again. So all of these have dents in them, and it's just the best palette because Noir in Anastasia shadows is so black. You get soft peach, which is a classic color. You also get Morocco, which is just your perfect warm brown, and I felt like this was the perfect thing for me because Modern Renaissance wasn't here yet and it didn't make that impact, and I just felt like Morocco and fudge were just the perfect combination, and I felt like because I was such a warm tone person, this palette spoke out to me the most. This blue here was so buttery and pigmented. Oh my god, this entire palette just so beautiful, easy to work with. They're still soft, they're still creamy, they're still just blendable, and I feel like now, compared with my Modern Renaissance has aged so much more worse than this, and it's literally because of how it's made, how it's pressed. And same goes with the Artist palette. I love this still. Like, they really just did the damn thing. Like, this is what I feel like Subculture and the Prism palette wanted to be, and it just wasn't, you know? And I just feel like there was just so much goodness in this palette. You can go wearable, you can go bold. It was kind of just up to you on where you wanted to go with this palette, and I just love the fact that they're not too vibrant of shades, but they're not too dulled down either. They're still fully pigmented shades. As you can see here, I hit pan on this one here. This is the shade Buttery. That was my all-time favorite because it was a yellow based white. I could literally go on and on about these palettes for days because this was before Modern Renaissance. This was before Anastasia eyeshadows got all that hype. These palettes were $35. That was so inexpensive, and now how much are they? They're like $47. Are you kidding me? Like, that's so expensive. And I just feel like, you know what, for the one time, they gotta bring it back. And they gotta let everyone else who doesn't have a lot of money to be able to try these palettes because it's affordable, they're travel friendly, they're amazing, and I just see no wrong with them. The last item that I have is a fragrance, which is pretty random on my channel. You guys never really hear me talk about fragrance, but this one is an exception. This is the Bath & Body Works Mahogany Teakwood Body Spray. This was so rare. I don't know why they made this limited edition because Mahogany Teakwood is such a delicious smell. I have the candle here so I could read you guys the notes. So this one is Rich Mahogany, Black Teakwood, Dark Oak, and Frosted Lavender. So it's literally like Hollister and Abercrombie & Fitch in a bottle. It just smells so delightful and so delicious, and this is one of the very few body sprays that I own that actually stay on my body. Body sprays, they're literally water to me, but this one just hits a little different. I love this one so much. I don't even think they even have a whole skincare line for Mahogany Teakwood, which is kind of sad because I would love to just immerse my body in a bath full of Mahogany Teakwood. That just sounds delightful and delicious. But you know what? I'm just glad we still have the candle, and that's all that I could really ask for. But yes, the body spray, such a rarity, and I wish that it was more permanent. At least give us, please, at least give us an entire body line because that's what the girls want. Alright, you guys, that wraps up my video. Hope you guys all enjoyed seeing and listening to my favorite discontinued items. I have such a strong relation with each and every product. Each product to me has sentimental value, and I am just so sad. I get very sad still that they're all discontinued and it's just super hard to find nowadays. But you know what? I'm just glad that I was able to try these out and for me to at least give you guys my thoughts and opinions on them. So if they ever do come back, then you guys know what's up. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys later. Bye! Peace out, Girl Scouts.